Jeff Perez walking out to his signature, Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones. 5-1 in his career, only taking the toughest of the tough fights since he was an amateur, on a mission to just fight the toughest of the tough, beat the toughest of the tough, doesn't want anybody in his way, easy at all. So he's taking a huge step up in competition in the 19-12 Johnny Cupcakes Campbell. Two of the nicest guys across the board of New England MMA, and they're facing off together. I don't know if they got a beard bet, if someone's shaving it or not, depending on how this fight goes, but this is the battle of the beards. Jeff Perez, Johnny Cupcakes Campbell, co-main event. Are you kidding me?
Beard
it's
versus
time.
beard. Now that would be interesting. But yeah, like you said, Jeff Perez, I mean, he's a guy who's been around forever. You know, he had a long amateur career where he fought nothing but the best, went pro, again, fought nothing but the best, only suffered one loss, and ever since then, you know, he's been looking for a tough challenge. And I mean, what tougher challenge than Johnny Cupcakes Campbell? I mean, one of the most experienced guys we have here at Cage Titans. So.
And it's his first time at 135 pounds.
Yeah,
he's never really cut weight before, so let's see. And Johnny Cupcakes Campbell is a guy who's got a significant strength and size advantage against most 135 pounders.
Right.
This might be the first time that we see Johnny Campbell as the weaker man in the fight, just by sheer strength standards. As Jeff Perez circles around the cage, you know, he's got great boxing, great wrestling, great cage control. He's a complete package mixed martial artist. But he's got Mr. Cage, one of the best in the business, on a tear. Couldn't be happier with this matchup.
Mr. Cage Titans himself, Johnny Cupcakes Campbell, who has been on an absolute tear lately. He had a great 2019. He had a lot of big wins, culminating in last November where he had a huge TKO victory over Bruno Jacare Diaz, which was, I mean, everybody knew that that was a huge fight for the New England territory because Bruno was a guy who was out here who nobody wanted to fight. Nobody answered the call. Johnny called him out, called out Bruno. They made the fight happen, and Johnny dominated. You know, not a lot of people saw him winning that fight, let alone dominating the fight, and he did. He proved that he could bang with the best of the best. Like I said, he had a great 2019, and here he goes, 2020, keeping the ball rolling. Johnny Cupcake, signature cake walk-in song, signature red, white, and blue trunks. South Shore versus City of Tong here. Co-main event of the evening, Johnny Cupcakes Campbell, Jeff Perez. Unbelievable matchup here at 135 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that the official Cage Titans after party will be held immediately following the main event across the street from the back of this building at Tavern on the Wharf. Come celebrate with your favorite fighters over a couple of drinks and let's have some fun. And now, prepare yourselves for the 20th fight of the evening. A professional bantamweight matchup scheduled for 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece, and this is our co-main event of Cage Titans 47. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! Introducing first, standing in the red corner with the professional record of 5 victories and 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at 136 pounds. From Charlestown, Massachusetts, he's representing Sityo Tong and SBG East Coast. Let's hear it for Jeff Perez! And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner with the professional record of 19 victories and 12 defeats. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, and he weighed in at 135 1/2 pounds. From Plymouth, Massachusetts, he's representing South Shore Sport Fighting. Let's hear it for Johnny Cupcakes Campbell! When the action begins, our referee for this matchup is Marcel Varela.
There it is. Co-main event of the evening is set and ready to go. Johnny Cupcakes, Jeff Perez. Man in charge, Marcel Varela.
I got so hyped I forgot the ref's name. Oh my God. They touch him up. What a classic matchup. Jeff Perez in the red trunks, Johnny Cupcakes in the signature red, white, and blue Cupcakes trunks. Oh, nice left hook from Jeff Perez. We know he's got the full package complete.
Oh, they hit hard. That's for damn sure.
And, you know, Cupcakes just on a tear right now through this New England bantamweight division. He's always been at the top of the heap here. You know, both of these guys.
Nice leg kicks, nice wrestling on Jeff's behalf. Let's see how Cupcakes can handle this pressure.
Beautiful takedown.
Cupcakes right away, wasting no time, attacking the head. Let's see if Perez can get that hand control right there. Occupy that hand.
Johnny Cupcakes trying
Lacing
to
up
annoy
the
Jeff
legs.
Perez with these punches.
Yeah, those punches don't do much damage, but they do piss you off. It's like peeing in the wind.
A lick in the face, as Johnny's done before in the fight. Never surprised with any of the antics that Johnny Cupcakes Campbell brings to the cage. But Jeff Perez showing his vintage wrestling smothering style right here.
Absolutely. Great head pressure.
Head pressure, that underhook keeping Cupcakes flat, not letting him turn his hips to the cage in an attempt to get up.
Jeff Perez is heavy on top right here.
Great pressure.
And Johnny's in a bad spot. Oh, gets his back to the cage now.
But still, Jeff can just scoot those hips right out, put him right on his back again.
Trying to loop that leg into half guard here is Jeff Perez. Very content to stay glued to Johnny, soften him up with these blows.
And what's important is Jeff Perez is just not laying on top of him. He's staying active. He's striking from this position.
He's lacing up those legs, making it very hard for Johnny to get up.
I believe you would call this like a Khabib mount.
Yeah.
Tying the legs up, really just keeping the pressure, keeping his head pinned to the cage, not giving him an opportunity to breathe, not letting him create distance.
Cupcakes with a full guard back and a good bite on that overhook on the left side.
Cupcakes looking to throw some elbows again from the back. Looking to work a butterfly guard even.
Step that instep over from that half guard, full guard back.
Full guard here.
Johnny Campbell. He's got to see if he can posture up and get up to his feet.
Oh.
Elevating the hips.
Nice level of
Almost.
athleticism there from Jeff.
Good.
Staying
good
on
balance.
top, counteracting that sweep. Very athletic.
Heavy hips.
Very good balance there.
Absolutely. You know, there's one thing that is not missing from this cage tonight with these two guys, and that's a level of athleticism.
No question. Cupcakes looking to trap Perez's wrist there to no avail.
You know, we just got to wonder how much pressure he's putting on him from the top, because if he's putting all of his weight on Cupcakes, he's making him do some work to stay alive.
Oh, good.
I'm really glad that Takema Tsuda took this fight. I have.
A lot of control here for Perez, but not a ton of damage done. Johnny staying busy with the peppering. Really trying to work that butterfly guard to get out of this.
Down to the last minute of the opening round. Again, Jeff just doing such a great job to stay on top. Great balance. Not giving Johnny any room to really create some space to get a sweep or reverse the position.
Perez staying happy in this full guard. 10 seconds left in the round.
Let's see what we got. Oh, good attack from top. Looking to land some elbows. But Cupcakes is staying strong. Elbows on the hips. Excuse me, heels on the hips.
You hear Johnny Cupcake say when he gets up, good job. Like, damn, this boy's strong.
Yeah, you know, there's no question about it. Perez comes in with a very high wrestling pedigree. I mean, and we can say things like, yeah, he's a killer, but, you know, Perez did some time overseas. He is a high-level special forces to some extent, I do believe. I could be wrong. But just all-around killer.
Dominant first round there for Perez. Cupcakes definitely needs to make some adjustments, try to avoid that takedown. Both guys look pretty fresh, ready to go.
Let's see if this fight stays on the feet for the second round. You know, Perez was doing a great job with those leg kicks. Let's see if he can continue on that.
And you know that Cupcakes is capable of explosivity from any angle. You know, after that first round, you got to think he does not want to get taken down by Jeff Perez again, because Perez was able to control that entire 5 minutes.
For sure. And, you know, one thing Jeff's good with is straight punches.
Oh, nice left hook from Johnny. That might have staggered Perez off a little bit. And Johnny knocking himself off of balance with those heaters that he's throwing.
Johnny.
Let it go!
Johnny's last few fights, he's had so much success with these looping punches, honestly.
But Perez, such a technical striker himself, Cupcake's got to be careful that Perez doesn't throw something straight down the pipe at him.
And that's what I'm seeing. Yep. I just see it coming.
There it is.
Jeff. Do not look at him.
And there's the takedown.
Yeah, I know. Another teammate is fighting. I'm doing my best not to coach.
Doing the best. You're doing great.
But Jeff
Perez
is just doing a great job with the top pressure. Really doing a great job at controlling the fights from here.
And Johnny
staying busy here.
With those little rabbit punches, really trying to keep Jeff busy, slow down the momentum here. But when you see that pressure from a wrestler coming in with those hips high, the head is coming in hard to the chest, it's really making Johnny work to breathe here. This is a smothering pressure. Those punches are really just to annoy him.
Yep. And, you know, this is the smothering pressure that we're accustomed to seeing Jeff Perez in his fights. And what Cupcakes needs to change something up in order to get back up to his feet, because the antics that he did in the first round did not work.
Would love to see Jeff work to throw some elbows from here. It'd be nice to see Johnny try to get back up the cage, wall walk. You know, it's a great fight all throughout the night.
Cupcakes back to a knee.
Got to watch the 12-6 on that.
Yep.
The referee doesn't seem to be aware of that.
No, they're coming at an angle.
Yeah, you got to get a little bit of an angle. Looking for the switch. Elbow in the body. And Jeff hugging the hips.
Jeff doing a good job keeping his head tight to elude those elbows. Good head pressure there from Jeff.
Jeff Perez looking for an opportunity to scoot Johnny's hips off the cage.
Yes, I would love to see that.
But Cupcake, like we said, these are two of the strongest bantamweights that you're going to find.
He's got the whizzer. Loses it. Now he's back up to his feet.
Cupcake's able to stand back up.
Halfway through the round here. Johnny's got to get off this cage if he wants to win this round.
Halfway through the second round, excuse me here. So that puts us about halfway through the fight. Would love to see Jeff break.
Johnny doing a lot of
deliver some strikes here. You know, Jeff could really capitalize on some body strikes, work on the breath of Cupcakes here.
Cupcakes really needs to work for an underhook and use it to circle Jeff off of the cage, because Jeff is just so content to keep that right shoulder glued in Johnny's ribs, keep him pinned up against that cage.
Referee's telling him to
and he splits them up.
There it is.
We got a separation here.
And Johnny's going to
Marcel
come out.
Varela.
Johnny's going to come out hard.
Oh,
I know
nice
it.
jab from Jeff Perez. Beautiful
Nice
left
hook. Nice level change.
Oh.
Matching levels with Cupcakes and then delivering in, fighting for that high crotch.
He's looking
looking
for a
to
big
cut to a
switch.
double. He's going to peel that leg, circle to the back. He's going to make him load up with that lead leg, and he's going to circle to the back of the hips and peel that leg right out.
And Cupcakes just continually just trying to throw these rabbit punches, find homes for elbows. You know, Perez doing a great job of just
He's
keeping
beating
his
that body
head
up.
pinned at Johnny's hip. So strong Jeff Perez is.
Strong like bull.
Smart like tractor.
I actually heard
45
that
seconds left.
that Jeff Perez likes to take
there's
down a couple
Johnny's
Rocky
getting
Mountain
away.
oysters before a fight to get that increased testosterone. Don't quote me on it, but if you do your research, kids, a
Cupcakes
Rocky
gotta break
Mountain
away
oyster.
I gotta tell you
Look
about
him
my
up.
time in Spain.
Cupcakes got to break away here. Should not be in this clinch with Jeff.
I'd love to see Jeff work his tie clinch.
Oh, no, he gave it up there.
Cupcakes
Start
had
working those knees and elbows.
You know, an opportunity to split and strike.
What people don't understand, Jeff is a high-level wrestler, but he is also fantastic at Muay Thai. And I would love to see him start working those elbows and knees up the middle.
Cupcakes looking for a
Cupcakes
couple
looking
knees
for
of his
knees.
own, lands one to the ribs.
You think
After
he was
one, hit the
listening to
chin.
me?
That's 2 rounds in the books.
Jeff, stand up.
Jeff Perez just smothering the posture of Johnny Cupcakes Campbell. Anytime he gets in close, he's able to maintain complete and total control of someone that nobody's been able to control for the past few fights at this level.
Interesting first 2 rounds. Jeff, again, dominant with the wrestling. But Johnny staying really busy, whether it's the elbows, whether it's the peppering with the fists, even elbowing the body. He worked on the body quite a bit there. But Jeff, he was just ahead of him on all the positions. He was ahead of him. Frustrating for Johnny Cupcakes because he feels like he's being shut down here.
Again, would just love to see Jeff work some elbows and knees into this routine. He's smothering him and he needs to score.
I think Jeff's got a game plan and he's sticking to it.
There's always room for elbows and knees in a game plan.
I agree.
Perez and Campbell. Third
Round
and
3.
final round of this co-main event for Cage Titans 47. They touch him up. So much mutual respect between these two warriors. They've both been accustomed to this Cage Titans cage for as long as I've ever known about Cage Titans. Cupcake's starting to open
Cupcakes
up
is gonna
here.
try to-
He knows he's down 2 rounds,
Yep.
and a desperate
Oh,
Cupcakes is
he's
a
gonna-
dangerous Cupcakes.
He's going to try to go for broke here.
As he should. A big right hand might have rocked Jeff Perez. That one
But
just
Jeff
missed.
Can't get too
keeping
careless.
in and out with the range.
Oh, man, Jeff.
But Cupcake's definitely going out on his
Oh,
shield.
Oh!
He has bad intentions with every punch.
Oh, big right hand lands.
The leg
That one hurt him.
goblin, but now Jeff Perez changes his level.
Now Johnny's going to be on top here. And he's looking for elbows. Oh, Jeff's in a bad spot here.
Jeff's got to stand up.
Johnny's going to take his back here.
Jeff Perez
Jeff
in
Perez
all
is
kinds of
hurt.
trouble. He's got to
He's
stand
hurt.
up.
And he stopped it. Not
That
the
was an
best.
early stoppage.
Not the best stoppage.
That's too early
He
stoppage.
had him hurt, though. He had him hurt.
Again, you do not want to be in a position like that, but there was no...
He was getting up. He was posted up on the hand, and he was moving his foot
He was definitely
to
getting
stand up.
He was definitely giving up.
You know,
Johnny
a barrage
definitely
of
hurt him there.
So what was interesting about that last fight is it was stopped due to unanswered strikes. And then I'm curious to see if that's like a criteria, unanswered strikes. It's like, I'm trying to get to the UFC. I don't care about how many I'm answered. If I'm moving, I'm fine. So I mean, unanswered strikes is
So
a thing,
early.
but a lot of those are going
So
off of
early.
the arm as he's trying to stand up. You know, kudos to Johnny Cupcakes. You can't take anything away from him. He goes for broke. I don't know what the commotion is right now.
Johnny just getting excited.
Johnny's getting a little
Always
upset.
does.
Corner of Jeff Perez. I don't think they're too happy with the stoppage.
So,
Oh, I don't know how you could be.
and you know, it is what it is, and you can't take anything away from
That
Cupcakes.
was
Though he went for
almost-
broke, hurt Jeff Perez, was able to, stuff the first shot, keep his hips heavy, and then he did what he had to do to finish the fight. He didn't stop throwing punches.
You know,
He kept the barrage
I
going,
don't
and
know.
the referee
I
jumped
don't
in
know.
when he did.
Say
So
whatever you want.
I thought it was an early stoppage too, but at the same token, you can't take anything away from Sheamus in the last fight. You can't take anything away from Cupcakes in this fight. You know, it's a
Oh.
never an easy.
Police are getting involved, so that's good.
Never an easy dealing when you have a disagreement as to whether a stoppage was too quick. You'd rather see a stoppage happen too quick than too late. So
I don't.
that's two back-to-back stoppages that are very questionable at this level.
And hey, I'm
And
no
I have-
stranger to an early stoppage
Yep.
here in Massachusetts.
Yep.
We understand it's the referee's job to protect the fighter, but at the same time, we need a little bit of fight IQ from the referees to understand that
And the
these
caliber
fighters
of the
are
fight.
defending themselves.
Yeah, agreed, but nonetheless, Johnny Cupcakes with a huge comeback win in a third-round TKO finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these two co-main event warriors. Referee Marcel Varela has called a stop to this contest at 54 seconds of round number 3, giving you your winner by TKO, Johnny Cupcakes Campbell.
And there you have it.
We still have one more fight
A
tonight,
little
guys.
bit of controversy, but Johnny Cupcakes gets the job done either way. Jeff Perez came in with a great game plan. He stuck to it. He was doing really well in those first 2 rounds. He got clipped in the 3rd round. Johnny Cupcakes took advantage of it.
Also very arguable.
Whatever you want to argue, either side. Cupcakes took advantage of it. The referee thought he saw enough. The fight was stopped, and that's the end of it.